You know it's summer when those old cranky pieces of junk you see on the road start overheating and breaking down.
You didn't think you were completely going to get away with it without a Trump moment, did you?
If the big gamble is to go all the way to November 2020, which I agree, and lose, it's the end of democracy.
Ah, yes, another batch of broken stars suffering from morbid stupidity. As the real movie roles dry up, they fill the gaps with cartoons and remakes as these Beverly Hills basket cases all voice outrage against the orange monster. It's insane what Trump's done to Hollywood. He's scrambled more brains than a bucket of bad acid. So now all they do is spew identical nonsense, exchanging one script for another. Look at the transformation. This was Jim Carrey before Trump.
It was insane. I mean, it was unbelievable. But, you know, the Penguins were happy, so that's all I cared about.
This is him after Trump.
I can easily re-retire, have money, and even when I'm older, I can eat my whole fist.
Wow. This was Jeff Daniels before Trump.
Movies are king, but not really. You know, television is really coming right into our living rooms in a way that it never has before.
This is him after Trump.
Camera whiskey, we got it here, and go let Scrap Fries to make the wedgie he wants to make. And abracadabra. If Jetsons, boom, jam bands.
This is Robert De Niro before Trump.
We're not anti-vaccination. We're just we just want safe vaccination.
And this is him after Trump.
Parrot hammock, different looking chalice. Wood. Then I'm fighting in the Navy.
This is Rosie before Trump.
Niet, sir! Niet! Niet! Niet!
This is her now.
Niet, sir! Niet! Niet! Niet!
See? At least she's consistent. Actually, they've always felt this way. Not about Trump per se, but about you. Trump, after all, is just a symbol for the rest of America. That vast wasteland in between the rehabs of Malibu and the restaurants of New York. They hate you. They hate me. They hate everything that doesn't buy the crap they're selling, which is themselves. Maybe it's time we return the favor. How about an honest tourist guide for Hollywood?
Can't decide where to go on your next vacation? How about Hollywood? The land where shallow people who hate their parents seek validation from perverted producers. Where vacuous attention seekers can maintain careers and drug habits while never producing anything good. Want proof? Go see a movie. They suck. Hollywood, where you can sit in a car for hours on a 1-mile stretch of road, inhaling nothing but exhaust fumes as your soul withers away to a tiny nub. Where you can stroll down the historic Walk of Fame while dodging hustlers, junkies, and vagrants who'd stab you in the eye for a quarter. Get accosted by Harvey Weinstein. Have your car parked by a valet who claims he's an actor but hasn't had a role in years, which is why he hates your guts. Meet desperate parents of child actors who'd sell their kid's soul for a bit part in a rap video. Gawk at plastic-faced celebrities as they preach about environmental toxins, while simultaneously pumping their bodies with enough silicone to caulk a swimming pool. Tour sprawling rehabs that serve as overpriced breaks from self-loathing as sitcom actors descend that steady staircase into hell. And of course, see timeless stories of romance, pairing older men with younger actresses who could be their daughters, as older actresses are abandoned in nearby canyons. Hollywood, it's for losers, meaning it's not for you.
Nice. Ooh. All right. It's harsh. It's sad, though, when you find out people you thought were talented were just lucky and stupid. You realize their intellectual growth stunted the moment they decided to chase the spotlight. Actual thoughts were replaced by one refrain, me, me, me. So as stardom fades, they return to that barren yard in their brain where wisdom was supposed to be, and they find nothing but the same thoughts they had when they were 15. Their opinions are literally childish. But the politicians are right behind them. After the collusion narrative collapsed, the cries for impeachment only increased.
The recalcitrance of the president and his lawless behavior is making it more and more difficult to ignore all alternatives, including impeachment.
I see a lot more people that believe that impeachable offenses occurred.
Ignoring subpoenas, obstruction of justice. Yes, these could be impeachable offenses.
Ugh. They're so dumb they can't even see how dumb they are. Because impeaching Trump isn't just impossible, it's suicidal. They fail, he's a folk hero. They succeed, he's friggin' Paul Bunyan. And then you get Pence. And Pence is not exactly a liberal. The guy is so conservative, his flag pin wears a flag pin. Meanwhile, how's Trump handling it? Well, he's got bigger issues, like when he thought the sun was in his eyes.
You know, I thought that was the sun in my eyes. It's these stupid lights, these people. I mean, what are they doing? Is there any way they can turn those lights down, folks? Crazy. You've got a thing called the sun. We like the sun better than the artificial nonsense.
He's pro-sun. That's good. And that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Looks like the Academy Awards used to look before they decided to go political against us. Now the Academy Awards is, you know.
I don't know what that sound is, but I agree completely. But you know, he's had such an easy life.
I had such an easy life. People say, I had such an easy life. Who the hell knew it was going to be this difficult, but I love it.
You know, he's right. Think about how different politics is from real life or his life. In real life, if you were going to meet with someone to discuss work, you wouldn't first publicly accuse him of a crime. But that's what Nancy did to Trump before that infrastructure meeting. I think he handled it well.
I don't think Nancy Pelosi understands the deal. It's too complicated, but it's not a complicated deal. She's a mess. Look, let's face it. She doesn't understand it. I don't want to say Crazy Nancy, because if I say that, you're going to say it's a copy of Crazy Bernie, and that's no good. Crazy Nancy. I have been watching her for a long period of time. She's not the same person. She's lost it. It was sad when I watched Nancy all moving, the movement in the hands and the craziness. And I watch it. That's, by the way, a person that's got some problems.
How could you not re-elect that? So all this insanity swirls around him, and he's still presiding over good stuff. You got a boom economy, historically low unemployment, a world in which our enemies feel the gaze of an awakened giant. But I felt for those farmers at the presser. That guy behind Trump expected this thing to last maybe 10 minutes, so he thought, after drinking that 32-ounce big gulp, I'm gonna wait to go to the bathroom. Then 10 minutes became 45. A Trump presser is like a plane on a tarmac. You could be there for days. Meanwhile, all the Dems can do is investigate, litigate, hyperventilate. With Hollywood at their side and the media egging them on, it truly is a new movie, a stop-action classic, a sequel, if you will. Call it Dumb and Dumber and Dumbest of All. Period.
I don't know what you have to say to not get sued, but that was Greg Gutfield from Fox News as we kick off the inaugural Late Night Good Night. I did an internship at a radio station in Watertown, New York when I was 19 years ago. And my Uncle Terry had the idea to do this program called Late Night Good Night, and it blew the phones up. So that was 2000, the year 2000 even, the summer of 99. So we're bringing it back up. We'll see how it does. Welcome to Pittsburgh with the great McGallis Griffiths. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
All right, I know you want to know what it is. So what you do is this is your chance to call in and score some points with a significant other. We have some romantic music playing, which is creeping my sister-in-law out. And so we'll ask you who you want to wish a late night good night to.
Wait, what?
So you call up and say...
This is the premise of Late Night Good Night?
Yeah, and then in between calls, in case nobody was calling, we have stuff to talk about.
It's for you to say good night to your significant other?
Or somebody you like.
How about a text message?
How about that's gay?
But this is so extreme.
No, you can call up. It's like putting yourself out there. If you're a Bible college student... I want to say to all the RBI students that just graduated, first of all, congratulations on graduating. And now the no dating rule is kind of in a gray area because of it's summertime. Plus, a lot of you are graduated for good. So somebody that you like, this is the time to just kind of like step one, just wish them a late night good night. with baby making music playing in the background and the nightscape of Pittsburgh.
Listen, I'm glad that you explained it to me now, because I would not have agreed to come on this show.
Yeah, that's why I waited.
So
I'll start the late night good night. I would like to wish a late night good night to my pastor, Pastor Nathan Miller, who turns 40 years old today.
I thought this was a romantic premise.
But
You're already breaking rules.
Yeah, but I'm in charge.
So then I'm just saying, now people are going to Skype in
I'm the Kim
say,
Jong-un of late night good night. I can do what I want.
To say goodnight to Crazy Nancy.
No, it needs to be somebody you love.
So set the stipulation.
I love Pastor
because you're
Nathan
already breaking the rules.
as a brother. We've been friends for 37 years, and he turns 40 today. Great pastor. Pastor Nathan Miller, there he is.
What a guy.
That's me and him having a good time back when I had the
cool haircut.
Cool haircut before I grew it out like the 8th president of the United States. There's me and my brother, so I want to wish you happy late night good night to Pastor Nathan Miller. You see the number if you want to do a video chat. You can do Revival today, or if you just want to.
Nobody's gonna do this.
You know, and remember, if you're nervous about how you look and you don't want to come on the video, just remember that you don't look that good when you get all fixed up anyway. So I would encourage you. And then of course we can see your, but we're not reading any late night good nights off the thing. We want callers. The best caller of the night gets a $100 gift card to.
What if you just do a gift card?
Like a general?
Yeah, because if I say Dunkin' Donuts and then they're in the West Coast or something.
I'm from the East Coast. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself? I just graduated from West Virginia University, and I'm used to being in the East Coast. Okay, so the best call of the night, as voted by us two, gets a $100 gift card, general gift card, so you can use it how you want it. And then while we're waiting for people to call in, we're going to talk about a few things that are going on in the world and kind of a low-key, drifting off to sleep vibe. And so I want to thank you for joining us. If you'd like to share the broadcast and just disrupt other people's nights with whatever this broadcast is, that would be great. I'm going to have you lead off with, since we already did my first. That was Greg Gutfeld from Fox News. I don't know what all you have to say to not get sued.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg Gutfeld. You can find him by Googling Greg Gutfeld. That was all him. We don't own the rights to it. He's a great guy. Thank you for letting us use that without permission.
Jay doesn't think the music is romantic enough, but this is good music.
No, it's good.
This is good enough.
Kick it off.
We're getting prayer requests.
What?
on YouTube. So.
Yeah, they're not praying.
Can I just?
Okay, I'll tell you this. We will say a bedtime prayer at the end of the broadcast, and this is just 1 hour, 10:30 to 11:30, and we'll have a bedtime prayer at the end. So go ahead with the prayer.
So the tornado stuff, talking about just switching up gears, tornado stuff. What is the deal with all these tornadoes? We're like in Tornado Alley. The Tornado Alley has literally
Me and Jay just went
upward.
through one in St. Louis.
Yeah, I know. And it's literally coming. So Dayton, 1 death in Dayton, Ohio. And then they showed pictures of all the damage. It was horrific. But anyway, it just so happened that the tornado happened
I'm getting
at the
sleepy,
exact
just like with this music and this setting. Go ahead.
That the tornado happened at the exact same time that The Bachelorette was on.
Oh.
So watch this video of this guy lose
I heard about this, but I haven't seen it.
It's so good.
Production team is asleep at the wheel.
That's right.
Music's dozing them off too.
That's why this is a dangerous situation tonight. It's dark. It's also rainy. I was just checking social media. We have viewers complaining already. Just go back to the show. No, we're not going back to the show, folks. This is a dangerous situation, okay? It's nice rain. Think about this. This was your neighborhood. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about this. Our job here is to keep people safe, and that is what we're going to do. Some of you complain that this is all about my ego. Stop. Okay, just stop right now. It's not. I'm done with you people. I really am. This is pathetic. Dangerous situation here. All right, I'm sorry I did that. It just really bothers me that we have people that don't care about other people's safety around here. That's just ridiculous.
The local news guy?
Yeah, oh yeah. Totally, I'm done with you people.
Where was
Man,
he?
you have to be so miffed.
Yeah, you're like putting your job on the line. 'Cause
Holy moly.
News people have to be like friendly to the community at all
Yeah,
costs.
absolutely. And he was just, he had
I'm
it.
done with you people. It's like, yeah, then you're done with your job.
No kidding. Here's the thing, like, how many tweets could he have gotten about The Bachelorette?
And it's
Two?
it's contradictory because the whole thing is we're doing this because we have a responsibility to
Yeah,
care about the people.
exactly,
I'm done
but
with
now
you
I'm
people.
done with you
He's
people.
done with the people that he was there to care about.
Poor guy.
That was pretty good.
He must have been so stressed.
Was there any blowback?
I don't think so, not yet.
Because it
I'm
just
pretty
happened,
sure,
right?
Yeah, it was just last night.
Love it. All right, we'll go to my first video. No callers yet? Hey, this is your chance. Particularly Bible college students. This marriage is not just going to happen. So this is your chance to call 1412.
I'm telling you,
206.
we're in a generation that likes to
I'm
hide
changing
behind
things back to Larry King Live, where you call and you say something on air.
Larry King Live took callers?
You know, I see Pastor Mike Child. Oh yeah, he back in the day, you know, Mike from Rockford, Illinois. You're on with Larry King Live. He would take like live callers on air. I see Pastor Mike Child's on. You can wish. Oh, we have our first caller of the night.
Oh my word. Yo, this better be good.
Okay.
$100 on the line.
Yeah, where are you your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, my name is Yakos. I'm calling from New Jersey.
What part of New Jersey?
Hello?
What part of New Jersey?
North New Jersey.
No, I want like a specific street address.
Right outside the city.
Well, Nite, I'm so glad that you're calling in. Where have you heard about us from?
I believe I was originally introduced to you through Rodney Howard Brown, and I'm so glad that I'm able to. And this is an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to both of you right now, and glad I can be able to ask you guys a question too as well.
Well, you'll always have a special place in our heart because you're our first caller on Late Night.
Late Night
Good night. So you said before you want to wish somebody a late night good night, you have a question. You said. Did you say you had a question?
Yes, I do have a question. So
Go ahead.
something that's kind of been on my mind. You know, we live in a very nihilistic culture, it seems, where it's cool for people to not really care and to have this like sort of careless attitude.
I agree.
And my point being is that, you know, a lot of times when I try to evangelize to people and let them know to non-believers, it seems like they're not even interested in knowing about God and all the great things that God wants to do in their life, just because, you know, apathy, nihilism is like the trendy nowadays. So I'm just curious, you know, your thoughts on that and how would you deal with someone like who, you know, especially someone that, you know, you see how broken they are, you see how the lack of God's presence in their life, how much it took a toll on them, and you really want to help them out, but they don't even want to be helped. They don't even want to be open-minded towards, you know, the possibilities of them, of there being a God who wants to, you know, take action in their life and wants to love them and care for them and all that comes with, you know, having a relationship. So what are your thoughts on just breaking through that apathy and this carelessness of people think that they don't even need God and that they can just sort of keep on trudging along and that, you know, God is antiquated or just what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think what you're saying is the challenge in evangelism is that people don't care about their lives. When the Bible calls it a veil that blinds their mind. It's like you can explain everything to them, have it locked down factually, and it's just like, yeah, whatever. So it actually, that's where the anointing comes in. The anointing comes in to open people's hearts to Christ, and that's where fasting and prayer comes in. Where you know, where beyond your words, where you'll carry the presence of God on your life that will open them up. But remember this too, because when you're evangelizing people, it's like you'll hit 10 in a row that seem to not care. But then if you ask the Lord, direct me to people that are hurting and are hungry. Because when you hit them, you know, God will direct you to people where they'll say something. Like my barber, when my brother-in-law Abel and I led him to the Lord, Magalis's husband, where they'll say, I was just telling my friend the other day that I want to go in a different direction, and if God's real, I want him to bring different people into my life, and I believe he heard me, that kind of thing. So you can spend time in your prayer time asking God to send you to people who are open, and God will answer that prayer. So I hope that answer was good enough, because it's the only one you're going to get. And now, who would you like to wish a late night good night to? What special person would you like to wish a late night good night to?
Yeah, just being honest, I don't really have any special someone in my life right now. Hoping, God opens those doors and brings, better people in my life.
What about, and I'm hoping this doesn't get awkward. Like
kind of the last thing you guys want to hear right now.
No. It's fine. I'm hoping this doesn't get awkward, like your mother passed away or abandoned you or something. But what about your moms?
Yeah, I can go ahead and wish, my mom, Katerina, and my father, Peter, both wish them, a blessed good night, and same to everyone else's parents that are watching as well right now.
Great call. Katerina and Peter, you are the first people that have gotten wished a late night good night from your awesome son. Great job. We have another call. All right, next caller.
Hi.
Who is this?
This is Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
I don't have a romantic goodbye or good night, but I do want to say good night to my daughter, Rayma.
Oh. My heart is warmed by that request
Me
and by the
too.
fellowship that Mogalis and I are sharing.
Okay, no. But yes. Rayma, good night.
Where's Rayma? What state is she in?
He is, or what is, sorry, it's hard to hear you. What?
What state is your daughter in?
What state? Oh, we're in Illinois.
Oh, what a nice mom.
Yeah, I think she might have fell asleep while I was working up the courage to call.
You're so sweet.
You're a great mother.
You are.
Oh,
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much. No, I just wanted to wish her good night, and I'll let her watch it tomorrow.
Awesome. And you have a good night as well. Thanks for calling in. All right, another caller. Good Lord, it's blowing up.
Come on. How is this a thing?
I told you.
I don't even understand it.
You don't understand people.
This
That's your problem.
crazy.
Oh, they're stacking up.
Oh, sweet heavens.
Next caller. Who's this?
Hello?
Who this?
Hello, my name is Joyce.
One more time.
Joyce. My name is Joyce, and I'm from St. Louis.
Oh, I just came from there. Listen, if you live in St. Louis and you weigh under 400 pounds, my hat's off to you.
Fact.
I do. I
I
could see my ankles getting thicker as I stayed out there. I looked like a
100%.
young Hillary Clinton.
Yep. Facts.
Who?
want to wish my husband, we've been together 45 years.
Wow.
Oh, praise God.
What's his name?
We met, I was 13 and he was 15. And now we're getting old, 58 and 60. But hey,
Praise
you know,
the
we're
Lord.
still hanging in there.
That is awesome. What's your husband's first name?
Raymond.
Raymond. Well, happy late night good night to Raymond in St. Louis.
We've seen you at Hope Church, and I've been watching you on Facebook, you and your wife both, and I think you're awesome.
Well, I really appreciate that.
I do too.
Well, you weren't included. She's just saying
I
to
don't
me.
care. I appreciate St. Louis and Pappy's Smokehouse.
Oh, me too. Don't
Is
jump.
that where you went?
No, we went to the Sugar Fire one that's like the rival.
What?
They have
Was it
incredible
better?
burgers. They make burgers out of their barbecue meat.
I don't want burgers. I want barbecue.
It was great. What do you like better, Sugar Fire or Pappy's?
I like Pappy's, I think.
Same here.
My girl.
Burn ends. Thank you
Come on,
for
Joyce.
calling in.
Burn
We
ends.
love you so much.
I gave my best Yelp review on Pappy's.
Oh yeah, it's killer.
Literally, like it was like a novel.
Yeah, we might not get to our stuff. No, we have another caller.
But
Caller, Where?
Oh, snap. Okay,
well,
in Birkins.
with the Lilith Fair commemorative sandals on.
All right.
All right, who would you like to wish?
I know you guys love these
That's my
sandals.
nephew Joel, everybody, and he's calling from here in Pittsburgh. Who would you like to wish a late night good night to?
I just want to wish all you guys a good night, and I hope you guys are being warmed by this fellowship just as much as I am. I'm over here just in a warm cocoon of fellowship, just sitting by this pic, just loving it.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. If you go back to those bangs for the rest of the year, I'll give you $1,000.
That's rough.
That's nowhere close to enough money, first of all.
Well, I don't know who's going to win the call tonight, but I know who's definitely going to lose. And I want to thank you for calling in. We love you. You can go ahead and fade out, old Joe. As we hit 10:57 Eastern Time, we have another caller.
This is nuts.
Hello.
Hello, where are you calling from in your name?
My name is Michael. I'm calling from Stockton, California.
Michael from Stockton, California. Nice hearing from you. And it's still kind of early over there, but who would you like to wish a late night good night to?
Well, my wife, Rosalind.
Oh, Rosalind.
That is so great. How long have you guys been together?
Just under 7 years now.
Way to go. You're already above the national average, so congratulations on driving it up. Rosalind, wherever you are, we also would like to jump in with your husband and wish you a happy late night good night from the East Coast. Nice talking to you in Stockton, California. We love you, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right, you can take the next one. There's another call, right?
Oh,
they got him back. Go ahead.
Here goes.
Yeah, I wanted to say hello to Jonathan.
Oh, you want to say hi to me? I should
Yeah,
have
why
known.
are you're tapping on me like they want to eat.
Who's this and where are you calling from?
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, who's this and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Murray Dukes from Douglas, Georgia, just outside of Waycross, where you were here about 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, and I always see you online, but now I get to talk to you in person.
Yeah, I wanted to say good night to Shauna Sturgeon out in Arlington, Texas.
Oh, yeah, Shauna's great. That's awesome.
Wait, how does he know Shauna?
She's my buddy on Twitter. We've been talking together for about 2 years now. She's the one that got me started watching y'all and
taking it to the next level on Late Night Good Night. I respect you, Murray Dukes.
Go ahead, Murray. Somebody finally.
Yeah, it's about time somebody had the guts to put themselves out there. You're the man, Murray. I already respected you, and my respect just went to like
Fact. Murray's
admiration.
the top contender for that.
Murray's in the lead so far. Somebody's gonna have to knock Murray off the perch.
Murray, you're the
Murray,
man.
we love you. Happy late night, good night to Shauna Sturgeon, who's also our friend in Arlington, Texas.
Fabulous.
We have any more callers? Jeez Louise, I prepared for this like we were gonna get like one caller.
I know,
All this preparation for nothing.
Hi.
Who we got on?
Hi, it's Bernadette Fletcher.
Hello.
Hi, Bernadette. How you doing, girl?
Good girl. Late night, good night.
Woo! Who knew it would be such a success, huh?
I know. Oh, man. I love you guys. So I want to say late night, good night to Jeanette Fletcher, my mama.
Of course.
And she will be
from Kentucky, correct?
Yes, she will be coming down here to go to RBI soon.
Wow.
So we're excited.
She drives a school bus?
Yes, she does.
It's not a word of knowledge. I had a chat with her, but I remembered it.
The gifts.
Well,
that's awesome.
Happy late night, good night to Jeanette Fletcher from her wonderful daughter, Bernadette Fletcher. We love you, Bernadette.
We love you guys.
Have a wonderful.
Thanks for calling. This is craziness.
Another caller. Good Lord.
Yes.
Who we got on the line?
Kelly Norman from Clarksburg, West Virginia.
Kelly.
Kelly. And your late night good night goes out to who?
My daughter, Kylie Norman.
So great to have a mother that cares. I can't imagine what that must be like.
She's a doll baby.
Wow. How old is she?
15.
Oh, that's a great age.
What a
That's
great
funny
mom.
age.
And you have a great voice for broadcasting.
You do.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Thank
Well,
you for
thanks for
calling
calling in,
in.
and happy late night good night to both of you. Love you. You got another one. What do we have? Multiple lines?
No, they just stack.
Oh, I see. All right. Caller. Who we got?
Happy late night, good night. Who is it?
Oh, hi. This is Angela Alvarado. I want to say a late night, good night to my husband who's on his way home from work.
Oh.
And we love watching you guys.
We love you.
That is so sweet of you, girl.
If there was a way to give you a digital hug, I would do it right
Yes, just sending positive vibes.
Sounds like a failed yoga instructor. Where are you guys from? Where do you live? Where do you guys live? Where are you from?
I'm so blessed to. Okay, we say good night.
Where do you guys live?
Northwest Indiana. Like we're in Hammond, Indiana.
Oh, Hammond, Indiana. I know where that is.
Well,
that's so nice that you wish your husband a late night good night.
Yep.
It must be wonderful to have a wife that
Yeah.
would take the time to do that. And we thank you for calling. Happy late night good night from us to you.
God bless
in Hammond,
you.
Indiana. Got another one. Go ahead.
Alex Meadows says he's enjoying this more than he should. Love
I'm
you,
taking a
Laura
break
Walton.
after this call, and we're going to go back into one video, and then we'll go take
Okay,
more calls.
fabulous.
Go ahead. Who we got on the line?
Hi, who is it? There we go.
Caller, where are you? Your name and where you're calling from?
Marari from Houston, Texas.
Ferrari! Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, girl. Get it, girl. Come on, somebody. Que viva Mexico! It's my girl. I would like to wish a late night good night to Merari all the way in Houston, Texas.
No,
She's my homegirl. I don't care. I'm breaking the rules. I'm wishing her a good night.
Mariah, this might sound
Here we go.
mean, but I know your sister Denise runs a human traffic ministry.
Oh, Lord.
And I would love the irony if you got human trafficked into Mexico.
Oh, good job.
I just want to throw
So
that out
I
there.
called to wish a good night to all the amazing Revival Today team in the back scene.
Thank you. Oh, they're cheering.
I
Yep.
love you
That's
guys.
for you, Nick. That's for you, Ron Boy. And that's for you, Sarah.
You're getting a hand clap in the production room, Marari. And
That's right.
You know everyone here but me loves you.
Oh, we love you, Merari.
That's great.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. All right, let me see what we got for videos. We'll take a little break from the calls. Do video number 3 because I found this interesting. This is a British guy, Varney from Fox Business, that attended the prayer breakfast and was stunned about Trump's religion stood out to him.
Interesting.
And he did a video called "Trump Doesn't Wear His Religion on His Sleeve," and I haven't watched it yet, but I figured I'll watch it live with all of you. So go ahead and roll it. It's video number 3. No problem.
Thanks for watching. Arnie B says this is great on YouTube.
I'm Stuart Varney, and this is My Take. Yesterday morning, President Trump appeared in the Rose Garden for the National Day of Prayer. It was anything but a normal religious event. It was not somber, restrained, nothing like that. It was joyous. It was a call for unity at a time when unity is vitally needed. It was a very different spiritual occasion. For me, the highlight, if I may call it that, was the appearance of Rabbi Yoel Goldstein. The president called him to the podium, and he told the story of the Poway synagogue shooting where he had faced the killer. He said, quote, "You need to stand tall, to stand fast, to do what it takes to change the world. No pieties there, reality. None of this, our thoughts and prayers are with you. That's a platitude. Stand up, face down hate. That's what the rabbi said. That struck a chord. Christians, Jews, Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus, all in the audience, and all understood the importance of what Rabbi Goldstein had said. We also discovered that this president begins all cabinet meetings with a prayer. We didn't know that. We'd never been told. Mr. Trump does clearly not wear his religion on his sleeve. I'm not going to make a big deal out of this, but what we saw a side of the president that most of us didn't know. And this is the side of the president that the media does not show. We covered the entire prayer event, and so too did Fox News. No other media outlet did that. Other news channels ignored it, and that's barely a mention. There was barely a mention in the media this morning. What a shame. The prayer event was extraordinary and timely. Following the slaughter of Muslims in New Zealand, Christians in Sri Lanka, Jews in Pittsburgh and Poway, a call to spiritual unity was exactly what was needed. And that's exactly what President Trump delivered.
Before we go back into calls, I would love to take your next video or whatever you had prepared. Your pick.
We're going to run out of time. We have callers.
Okay.
My stuff isn't as
I bet
nearly
you have
as
one more good
interesting.
one. Come on.
But I have a long one. So I'll
Long
say that
video?
it's not a video. It's just like a clip. It was basically a prayer point of mine. The Oklahoma versus Pharma.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It went, litigation started today. And it's the first time that anybody has tried to compete against any pharmaceutical company about the opioid crisis.
Oh.
So that happened just today. And that was a prayer point of mine, is that it would, like, something would happen where people would,
Well,
call a spade a spade.
Happy late night, good night.
Happy late night, good night.
To you
Congratulations.
for praying for that and it getting answered.
Thank you. Can you show it? I'm not getting. Like,
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a picture. Show 'em. This is all in litigation. So if this ends up transpiring, this could be like the beginning of the end for
is that the
opioid.
Satoli from South Africa that I met in Namibia? Just let me know. Because like a third of the crowd had the last name Satoli, and I felt like I was crashing a family reunion.
I
But
read
if,
that
if
wrong,
it's you,
so it was good. It's the one Oklahoma, which is the one with they're in court. That one right there. Johnson & Johnson, which is taking a beating after they got sued for baby powder, among other things.
it's a good time to be alive.
It really is.
Things are going our way.
I'm telling you. That is going to change some things, let me tell you.
Terry, Pierman, Millicent, Annie, Danielle, Noah, Tabiso. We love you and we thank you for watching online. And we will take a what?
Anna's watching.
Oh.
My little baby girl.
Wow, Abel got on the
I
internet.
know, to write that.
Amazing. Next caller. Welcome to Late Night Good Night. Your name and where you're calling from.
Danielle, Noah. This is Moses Alexander, and I'm
I
calling
know
from
you.
Tampa right now.
Matthew Moses.
Tell me what state you're
Yes,
living
it
in
is.
these days.
I'm in Florida.
Nice.
And
All right, I'm originally from New York, but I live in Florida.
And I met you again in Hawaii, which threw me off. So we love you.
Yeah.
Who would you like to wish a late night good night to?
Okay, I want to wish a late night good night to wherever you are, in whoever's closet you are, Evangelist Jonathan's spiky shoes. They've been interrupting Holy Ghost services now for the past few months, so I wanted to wish them a late night good night wherever they are.
That was very thoughtful.
That's so thoughtful.
That is so thoughtful because everybody hates those shoes. So I'm just glad that it's getting some type of love.
You don't know how much I needed to hear that.
Matthew Moses, you have brought some healing to the studio. So God bless you.
God
Happy
bless
late
you too,
night,
and I
good
also
night.
want to do that for my wife Antoinette, my beautiful daughter Soleil as well. Jonathan.
How old's your daughter now?
Shoes obviously was a joke, but a much better joke.
How old is your daughter now?
All right, good night, guys.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Didn't feel comfortable about answering how old is that?
I bet there's like somewhat of a delay or a hiccup.
Sarah, I feel like we need to institute some kind of dress code even for late night floor manager.
Here we are.
You look like you should be helping someone.
We're on the same boat here.
You look like you should be stocking shelves at the Home Depot. Next caller, please.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Late Night Good Night. What's your name?
I don't know if I'm allowed to call, but my name is Kofi, and I want to wish a very special person a late night good night. I want to wish Jay Ortiz a late night good night.
Man, that's so nice.
Gay! God bless you, Evangelist Kofi.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Go to sleep. Have another call? Next caller.
This is so weird.
Why? There, huh? Caller, where your name and where you're from? Caller, your name and where you're from?
Next caller.
See, there's a lag, quite a bit of a lag.
Why?
Next caller.
Caller.
Hi, welcome to Late Night Good Night. What's your name?
People's first
My
time
name is
using the
Jerry
phone.
Webb.
I know Alexandra Graham Bell felt.
It's Jerry what?
Jerry West?
Jerry Webb calling
Jerry
from
Webb.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party. Didn't I just see you in Florida?
Well, yeah, we just saw you at Dr. Rodney's Vision Conference.
You're a very nice guy.
He is.
I might have you
Well,
lay
hey,
hands
I
on me.
appreciate that.
Yeah, you're very kind.
You are like super nice. You would get torn to shreds in New York City. But you're not in New York City, so it doesn't matter.
That's
Who
right.
would you like to wish a late night good night to?
Well, I don't know the person, but when we were leaving Dr. Rodney's conference Thursday night, there was some lady wearing a viral face mask, waving flags that when everybody left, jumped in her car and ran off. So I assume she probably needs a good night, late night wish sent to her. So.
That did happen, and you're right. She's probably dealing with a lot of hurt.
Yep. She needed that. She needed that, Mr. Jerry Webb.
Probably left in a dumpster as a baby or
So
something.
what is the story?
There was some nut that was waving flags that was wearing like a mask, and
A
then when they
mask?
confronted her, she like ran to her car and sped off.
If she didn't leave so fast, I would have offered her one of Ted Shuttlesworth's victory shofars, but she was already gone by then.
You should have
Wait, so-
you should have wung it like a boomerang at her head.
Like what kind of mask?
And again, we don't condone any kind of violence here on this.
Is it like
I don't know. I didn't see it. I just heard about it.
masquerade mask or is it?
Do you know what kind of mask she was wearing, Jerry?
Yeah, you know, it's like one of those if you see people that are going to the hospital that they're afraid they're going to get sick, or the ones that shop in public
Oh,
during
yeah.
flu season.
I always just assume anytime I see someone wearing those that they're criminally insane.
Or are germaphobes?
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, which is close. Because, I mean, don't you think that's the kind of thing that they'll find out 100 years from now that
Did absolutely
did nothing to help?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right, Jerry.
Thanks for calling.
We love you.
Happy late night, good night.
Hey, Jeff Hansher, don't think I forgot about you and your podcast. I just haven't been home that much. And I also, Autumn Bruger that's watching, I'd like to, in a non-creepy way, wish a happy late night good night to you. Next caller, your name and where you're from.
LaJoy, I'm calling from Florida.
Hi, LaJoy. How are you?
I'm wonderful, and how are you?
So good. I keep looking over here at the speakerphone, expecting to see a face, and I see nothing.
Yeah, it's just an inanimate
just-
speaker.
yeah,
it's not
so-
magic.
I'm gonna look at the TV now.
So you're calling from where?
Georgia. LaJoy, you're from Georgia?
Oh, hi.
Where are you calling from?
I'm great. How are you guys?
So good. Where are you calling from?
Sounds like somebody might be a little bit of a boozy
I am
Susan.
calling from Seminole, Florida.
Seminole, Florida.
Well, nice having you on. Who would you like to wish a late night good night to?
I would like to wish a late night good night to my daughter, Aubrey, because it is way past her bedtime.
Oh, snap, Aubrey. Go to bed.
Well, welcome to the Poor Parents Club, because my daughter's probably having dinner in about 45 minutes at midnight, and then will doze off around 2 a.m. Yeah, her kid's like an infant. All right, thanks for coming on from Seminole, Florida. We love you. Hit me old sauce. All right, who's next? Who do we got? Name and where you're from.
Welcome to Late Night Good Night. What's your name and where are you from?
Next caller. Yeah, remember, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, there's a major delay. So, man, I feel like an old radio host. Caller, turn your radio down.
No kidding. It's true, though.
Your name and where you're calling from? Welcome to Late Night Good Night.
Hi, Bethany Hooker from Spring, Texas.
Hi, Bethany. Spring, Texas. Home of, what's the barbecue place? Corkscrew Barbecue. The best barbecue in the world.
She knew about it. What's your favorite dish? It's corkscrew.
I don't like barbecue.
Oh, travesty.
I know. But my husband loves it.
All right. Well, we're glad you called in. Who would you like to wish a late night good night to?
My husband. It's his birthday today, so I had to call in and wish him a late night good night.
How long have you guys been together? On and off for how many years?
Coming up on 11 years of marriage.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Me and my husband are going to, we're 11 years for me and Abel, too. That's so sweet.
When people have to make it about them.
Love. Congratulations and happy birthday to him.
Yeah. Tell him we said hello from Pittsburgh and we love you both. And here's to another, 65 years or whatever.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thanks for calling.
Next caller. Welcome to Late Night Good Night. Your name and where you're calling from.
Sean Bayless calling from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Well, hello,
Hi,
Sean.
Mr. Sean Bayless. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So good. I love you and your wife. You're the best.
You know them?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
They're always on. They're always watching. Susie and Sean Bayless.
That's right.
We appreciate you both so much.
She's in Jacksonville tonight. I'm here in Tulsa.
Oh, how sweet. So who you want to wish a late night good night?
Gee, take a guess, Sherlock. I'm going to guess
your... It could be anybody.
No.
It could be
it's not his wife who he's separated from.
Or maybe his daughter.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
His aunt.
Yeah, I'm here. I would like to say goodnight to my wife. Good night, late night.
Shocker. No, that's great. Yeah. No, happy late night, good night to both of you. We love you, and I hope your wife realizes what a peach of a husband she has.
We're just dodging the tornadoes tonight with the prayer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, don't get caught up in that.
Yeah, amen.
I love you.
Amen.
Late night, good night. I didn't mean to say I love you. It just kind of slipped out. But whatever.
They're nice enough.
Have a good night. All right. What's the deal with coffee?
Nothing. He misspelled corkscrew, so.
Yikes. What the heck, Kofi? Go to bed. I'm going to get our Facebook account deleted by a typo. Can someone... Kofi, you want to have somebody spell check your comments?
Spelling is
they
not
named a
our
barbecue place.
expertise
If they named a barbecue place that, I don't think I'd go out of business pretty quick. Boy, it's getting a little late night. I think Kofi might be a little bit of a boozy Susie. His little sausage fingers just bumping the wrong letters. Late night, good night. Welcome to Late Night Good Night. Your name and where you're calling from?
Gosh. Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Welcome to Late Night Good Night.
Jonathan.
Hey.
Hey, this is Amy Marion from Columbus, Georgia, the River of Columbus.
It's who? What you said?
Miriam. Amy
From the river.
Amy Marion.
From the River of Columbus.
Nice to hear from you.
Yeah, I wore that leopard unicorn shirt.
I will never forget. Loved it. Loved it. I'll never forget it. Who would you like to wish a late night good night to from Georgia?
Well, I actually just started dating someone tonight. His name is Greg Johnson from Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, it's none of my business, but you called in, so where did you meet?
We actually met through a friend.
Good.
Wow. Are you so excited?
I've known my friend for about 8 years now. So.
That's
and
awesome.
He decided it was, time for us to meet, and we've been talking, and tonight we made it official.
So where did you guys go for your first date?
They haven't gone on
Well, we haven't gone anywhere yet. He lives in Texas.
Oh,
so.
okay. You just talked. Well, that's great. So this begins late night good night.
I feel like Delilah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
Except without the phony. And again, this is nothing against Delilah if she's watching. But.
She's probably like that in real life with her 19 kids.
I was about to say that she has like a phony, like fake interested voice, but I can see, this is just our first night. I can see if you'd done it for like 20 years, you'd be like, whatever. you would just like switch into autopilot.
Because some of the stories that she has, she gets very enveloped in the callers and their storyline.
She pretends to.
No,
you can tell she's not interested.
Not true. I've listened to her where she's like crying. And she was like, I've been
Really? Delilah?
Delilah. Why do you think everybody loves her?
I take back everything I said, and I'm sorry to hold you on the line so long, but go ahead and make it official and wish the guy from Texas a happy late night good night before we say good night to you. Or she's gone.
She gone.
They booted her.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
well,
sorry.
thank you for calling. Sorry for that
Love is in the
disjointed
air.
hosting job by me. We have somebody else on? Well, callers have been doing good, like knowing how to use a phone.
They're waiting.
Hey, your
Hello?
name. Welcome to Late Night Good Night. Your name and where you're calling from.
It's Kirsten Ring, and we're calling from Washington, D.C. And we're on our way to Connecticut.
Wow, what are you guys doing in Connecticut?
Flew to the wrong
We're joining
airport.
up with Pastor Juan Martinez and his team to help a church. He's got a Get Wrapped campus all the way in Connecticut, and then Pastor James Levesque is also going to be helping out. It's just going to be awesome. We have a whole team of people.
Aww.
That's awesome. And I just saw you a few days ago, and we had a lot of laughs. And now,
Yes, and you wore the hot pink pants and pink flowery jacket that Ellie just loves.
I remember we were wearing the same colors. I love Ellie. If you can hear me, I love you in a very non-creepy, normal way. Who would you like to wish a late night good night to, Kirsten?
Say hi.
Hey, hey,
We
hey.
should have gotten a picture of y'all together. And you left before the big clock was set.
That's right. I know. I should have got it. Who would you like to wish a happy late night good night to?
That's Emma.
Who?
We take our kids on the road. We're crazy like that.
No. That's good. Me and Adalis just don't take our kids because of court problems we're having with custody. Otherwise, we would. Who would you like to wish? Who would you like to wish a happy late night good night
All
to?
right, guys. Well, keep us in your prayers. And my shout out is to Pastor Rodney and Adonica on their birthday vacation. Late night, good night.
What a great daughter! Because Kenneth has done nothing so far, so you would have to be above him in the inheritance at this point. Thanks, Kirsten. When I worked at WPR in Providence, that's what they would do to get rid of a caller. You gotta do that.
Really?
Like when the fatal. We have another caller. Your name and where you're calling from?
I think you know who this is.
Oh,
and I
brother
love
Ted.
You. I love you so much.
When all this
I
is
know
over,
you can hear me, John.
when all this is over, we should get an apartment together.
We should get an apartment together, you cuddly bastard.
And
I love you.
I don't know who that is. Obviously, this is live, so whoever this random person is, we can't do anything about the language.
You know who it is.
Who is it?
I want a hug. I want to feel the warmth of your embrace again.
Oh, I know, but after he cursed, I didn't know if he wanted people to know who it was. I was giving him an
I
out.
hold you in my arms like I used to do when we were younger. I love you. You are my favorite evangelist and a wonderful preacher of the gospel, and I love you.
It's like half Champ from Anchorman, half Mark Dunphy. I love you, man. Thanks for calling in. I love you. I love you.
Love
Teddy.
you. Bye.
All right. That was my cousin Ted shipwrecking his ministry here at Late Night Good Night 11.
I don't think he said what you thought he said, because when I was
Probably said like dastardly or something.
yeah.
Who's on? Oh, we got another caller. Your name, where you're calling from, height and weight.
What the?
Hey, welcome to Late Night Good Night. Your name and where you're calling from. Next caller. How many do we have lined up?
Hello, this
Hey,
is Jeannie
you're-
Geidel. How are you guys?
Hi, Jeannie.
Who's this?
Jeannie Geidel.
Oh, from here.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Welcome to the...
Hello.
Nice to have you on. Who would you like to wish a happy late night good night to?
I would like to wish a happy good night to our pastor, Nathan Miller, who had a birthday
he gets 2 shout-outs. Woo-hoo!
Nice job.
Yes, to Pastor Nathan Miller, happy birthday. Late night, good night to you. I know that you're in Texas enjoying your birthday. And just I hope that you have a wonderful, well-deserved time. And then a late night, good night to Jonathan McGaullis there. Happy late night, good night to you guys. I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Aww.
You are awesome, and you bless me and fill my life. And I just continue to pray blessing after blessing after blessing over you guys.
Thank
You're
you.
the best,
Thank you so
Jeannie.
much. We love
Good
you.
night. We love you.
Good night to you. Got one?
She's the best.
Got another call? Video caller?
Whoop, whoop.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Name and where you're calling from?
This is Crystal and Maya from DeLand, Florida.
Nice to see you. Do you go to Pastor Hank Janss's church?
Yes, we do. We're actually studying for our Bible school tests.
We have a
flashcards.
flashcards.
Wow.
Awesome.
Are you guys married?
Yes.
We are
You guys
married.
have
Yes.
seriously the most. Look at how pretty their smiles are.
If they were in a room together at
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a
11:29,
serious
it'd probably
question.
be
Wait,
dismissed from
you
Bible
just never
school.
know. What do you guys whiten your teeth?
Oh, get our toothpaste.
Get our
it's the toothpaste.
Well, wait, what kind of toothpaste?
Colgate. It's Colgate.
Yeah, but I use Colgate and it doesn't work. I have to actually whiten my teeth using like these bleach things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't successfully achieve that color white. So
This
I'm
is the one-
irritated.
You need to screenshot this.
There it is.
Oh, no.
Baking soda crest with baking soda.
Wow,
Okay,
she
so
came
it
on
really-
prepared to like answer like that's amazing.
Look at
It's
his
like an ad.
smile. It's not even fun. Look at it. Look at his smile. That's not.
You do have like brilliantly white teeth. It's
Both
almost
of you look
hard to look at.
It is.
Who do you want to wish a late night good night to? Each other?
We just got married April 27th. Praise the Lord for covenant.
Well, thank you for coming on and thanks for saying to us what you could have just looked at each other and said. We're glad that you came on. Thank you guys.
They're the cutest ever.
Well, listen. Now it's time for bedtime prayers. We want to thank you for coming on. And, we got to pick a winner.
Oh,
It's not even a question.
Well,
Who is it?
kind of.
Okay, who's your winner for the best call?
Would be the one gentleman that called Shauna.
Murray Dukes.
Yeah, Murray Dukes.
Murray Dukes is our $100 gift card winner because he's
He
the
was
only one that
actually did it.
Yeah.
He was like, Shauna, good
All-
night.
All the other, where are all the Bible
Good
college
night,
students?
Shauna. Who knows? Busy text messaging.
Yeah, you had your chance.
Yeah.
You blew it. But we're going to give you a redemption chance tomorrow night, 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. as we do the p.m. 10:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. as we do the second installment of Late Night Good Night, and that'll be it for the week.
Shocking.
Because I got to go after that. But now it's time for bedtime prayers. So wherever you are, if you're by your bed, if you just could get on your knees and put your elbows on the bed and kind of go like this with your hands, because it's bedtime prayers. It's not like intercessory prayer. It's just bedtime prayer.
We got that. Oh,
Father, thank you for everybody that's watching today, and I thank you for their lives and their friendship.
Yes, Lord.
And I thank you for their families. I pray you would give them a good night's sleep, sweet dreams. If they have any kids, I pray you'd keep them from wetting the bed. And also, while I'm at it, my puppy, if you could do the same thing for him. In Jesus' name, bless their lives. Give them a great day tomorrow. We thank you for it and give you praise.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Please forgive us for our sins, especially Teddy. We thank you for this broadcast, and God, it really did shock me. Thank you for these wonderful surprises, Lord. You're an amazing God. In Jesus' name, amen.
Listen, for Mr. Rom, for the new girl behind the camera, Nick Magalis, and myself, we wish a very happy late night good night to you. And now please enjoy a montage of videos that bring me great joy so you can go to sleep with a smile on your face.
Sweet dreams.
We love you.
If you're visiting with us, it's a great evangelist, Jonathan Shuttlesworth. Amen.
North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the Weekend News team as my co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Thanks, Van. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University, and I'm used to, from being from the East Coast.
Your hand is because you already believe. You're saying, I believe. And we've just given you an opportunity to confess him before men. He sees you, a little guy in the back. Little guy, I'm not a midget, he's a child. I mean, I don't want anyone to think I was offending a midget.